got my 2010 Corolla here, and while I was tightening the fill plug on the manual transmission down there, I noticed that, well, I broke this right off. This bypass hose was attached to this assembly down here, and I think that the nipple from that assembly actually just broke off inside the bypass hose. It's a big bummer, but my plan is to try to extract that. I think I'll use this wine corkscrew, and they actually sell a whole new assembly that's made of cheapo metal, but should be a lot more durable than that piece of plastic that broke, so I'm gonna give it a go. Shockingly enough, I think I did manage to get all the bits of hard plastic out of this rubber bypass hose, and it seems like it's clear and not excessively cracked or worn. I think I can reuse this, which is very nice because the new one from Toyota is $40. So next step is to get this battery out of here because it's sitting on top of that mount for this bracket and hose assembly. So I'll pull that out next. Should be quite easy to take this battery out. So it's just obviously a couple of bolts to disconnect the terminals. And this one over here. A lot of nasty crud on that terminal. Not sure what that means. I'm just gonna keep going. Take the bracket off next. I guess I'll scrub that corrosion off with a wire brush or something. All right, gonna need both hands to pull that out, so I'm gonna set this down and be right back. All right, this battery's out. There's some kind of plastic tray just loosely down here. It's like this little hook. There was probably another hook on this side that may have just fallen down there somewhere. Guess I'll have to fish that out, but for now, looks like we just got another pair of 10mm bolts there that I can pull out. It's soaking in engine coolant because I'm not going to bother to drain this system, even though that's probably the right thing to do. All right. Nice. All right, so this is still full of fluid, so my plan here is to take this new part and slip it in one side at a time using a pair of pliers to release this hose clamp. So I'm gonna do that. Probably a bunch of fluid's gonna pour out, but I have a little paint tray underneath to catch some of it. So let's see how it goes. Let's just loosen up this hose clamp with a pair of pliers, slide it down, and then actually might as well do both sides while I'm in here with the pliers. There we go. And now go ahead and just pull that one out, and I'll lift it up a bit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stick that in there, and then see if I can hold these hoses up to avoid losing tons of fluid. This one's a little more glued on. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Oh, jeez. I might need a screwdriver to pry the hose off. All right, here I am with a screwdriver. I'm gonna try to pry that loose. It should loosen up and come right out with a little more finesse. There we go. And it's together. There we go. And now I'm just gonna kind of dry it up and loosely fit it all together, including bypass hose, which fits so nicely now. Then it's just a matter of getting these clamps back on. Just try to get it about where it was before. Seems like it wants to be about there. Yeah, there we go. And then the other side. That's about right, but make sure that hose is all the way on. Okay, and then the last clamp, make sure this is seated all the way down. Get this clamp on there. There we go. Right there. That ought to hold it. All I gotta do is reinstall these bolts. Attach this hose assembly to the battery bracket. And tighten this down to exactly feels about right foot-pounds. I'm sure that'll be just fine. Yeah, that feels about right. Cool. I think it's pretty self-explanatory from here.